Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Another Christmassy, wintry set for you today, which will appear any second now for you to have a preview. Um, oh gosh, I've got my little one in the shower after swimming, and it sounds like next door's kids are on the way to bed, so I apologise for the background noise. All of the acrylics in this set are nail vanity acrylics. I'm using the nail vanity size 12 brush and nail vanity monomer. Now I'm desperately trying to get this edited so I can put it up before Christmas, so I apologise I haven't got the names of the acrylics, the colours, but they're all on the website. I will link the website for you. Um, and I really hope you enjoy this set. I was quite excited. This is something that I'd not done before. Um, and you can see the progress of me learning how to in especially that ring finger. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope you get something from it, and happy Christmas, everybody. So this gorgeous, gorgeous blue, I'm just patting and pressing into place around the cuticle, around the side walls, um, before I go in with another bead, just making sure it's nice and tidy. Isn't that a gorgeous colour? I wanted something that would show through um, the snow effect, and I might have gone a bit OTT with this nail, considering I was covering most of it up, but I thought, if in case I don't like it, I've got something to take off and go back to. But yeah, and although um, it's not perfect, but I didn't really leave myself enough room to write the word snow. Um, but it does look like I've scrawled it in the snow, so I suppose that's achieved the aim, isn't it? These are so pigmented, so pigmented. They're fantastic. Sorry, just disappeared for a second. I had to ask the little one to stop meowing. Oh, you know what it's like when they're in the shower. They go into their own little world. I'm not in the bathroom, by the way. I'm sat on the bed under the quilt with a large fluffy hoodie on because it's Baltic. I don't do cold very well. Don't do cold very well at all, really. How many times I've been in bed now? I'm not staying here. I'm getting back up, but I'm just under the covers because it's so, so cold. Our hopefully, touch wood, fingers crossed, and all that, our boiler will be fixed on Monday. I hope so. I did a load of faffing in between these two nails, which I've cut out because nobody wants to watch me try and figure out what I'm going to do next. It was only really the snow nail I wanted to do, but you've got to make it a set, haven't you? And I knew that I wanted it to be blues because it's a cold colour, and snow is blooming cold. So, yeah. Such a pigmented acrylic, it's absolutely gorgeous. There's no shimmer in this one, um, so it's a nice base. It's a nice colour on its own, actually, but I wanted sparkle. It's Christmas, so I added sparkle in abundance. Isn't that gorgeous? Just look at that. I might have to have blue nails next, you know. I might have to. At this rate, it'll be natural because it's so cold. Oh God, there'll be icicle nails. Oh, thank God for Baileys. So, this is a beautiful fine glitter. It is so sparkly. If you leave me a comment, I will comment what the colours are. I'll go and fetch them out of my massive Nail Vanity acrylics, because this is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Look at that. You can see how shiny. It's not even, you know, finished yet, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And it doesn't stop there. I'm not finished there. I'm not happy with that. I pop some, because it's nice fine glitter, I pop some on this nail and just sort of feather it down a little, to go behind a chunkier glitter, which is also stunning, has gorgeous stars and all sorts in there. Nice blues, silvers, it's lovely. And now I get finicky about which bit of glitter goes where. I didn't want stars in a lopsided row. I wanted them to look more random. So I start messing around with what sits where. But hey, isn't that beautiful? So tucking that into the cuticle, putting my brush behind, and wiping down the sides. Now I do cap all of these, but I speed that up because, I mean, I've left it in so you can see how Nail Vanity's crystal clear works, but you know, it's just capping, so it is in, but it is sped up. Now the amount of faffage, the faffod, faff, oh, faffometer will be off the scale for this, because uh, does anybody else do this? Does anybody else fanny around so much with just a simple swoosh? Because I'm pushing and pulling and wiping tiny bits away and then putting tiny bits back. So now it's too straight. Didn't like it too straight. I wanted more of a bend in it, and I am trying to push it that way. And then there's some random bit of glitter that's not either in my line or out my line. And then I'm trying to round that corner off because I've straightened it too much. Oh, I do. I faff. I'm terrible. One day I'll make a video and you'll see me just swoosh and I'll leave it. One day. So the hand is Hand Dolly. And it is a slight seconds because I'm a scaredy cat, but it's beautiful. So all of my filing's done off camera, not because of any other reason other than I take the nails out of the Hand Dolly to file them. It's a real fiddle, and because it's small, you can't really see a great deal of the nail that I'm filing, so it's a bit, you'd just be watching the back of my hand. But the nice thing about these is you don't stick any nail to the hand, so there's no battle there. You just pop them back in and out, back in and out, which is nice, and it doesn't ruin the hand that way. Don't get chunks of silicone coming off with a nail. I should have ombre'd that. It would have been a good ombre with the white, wouldn't it? Hey ho. But it does make a nice set. I'm quite pleased with this set. Not perfect, but I was quite pleased. Given that, you know, the snow thing was my first ever attempt at anything like that, I was quite chuffed. What should I try next? Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like me to try next. Remember, I'm new, so if you want to see me try something difficult or something easy, I don't mind. I'll try absolutely anything, and you'll see it from a beginner's point of view. So you'll see all the mistakes and the journey it took to get there, get to the end. Hopefully, some kind of result at the end. So this is my capping. I did speed it up, like I said, because, you know, it's like watching paint dry if you've seen capping before. And all I'm doing is coating the coloured acrylic in clear acrylic, because the coloured acrylic is not a strength powder, it's a design powder. You get your strength then from the clear cap you put on top. You know, and I don't want Silicon Sally's hands to break while she's dancing on the tables over Christmas, do I? Just popping in an apex there to add some strength. It's looking a little bit flat. Don't worry, we're nearly at the snow bit. As soon as these are all capped and filed and dried, I pop a coat of top coat on all of them, because what I want revealed when you do the snow thing is shiny sparkles underneath. And they're only going to be shiny if I top coat them. Oh, excuse me, I'm absolutely shattered today. I've got a busy day tomorrow doing feet. I've done fingers and feet today. Here we go. So they're all filed. They've all been brushed to get rid of any dust and wiped with acetone. And we go in with a nice top coat. Now look at that. That is beautiful. Even without the design on it, that is such a stunning nail. That glitter is incredible. I think I'll show you before I put it in the lamp so you can see what it would be like if we didn't do the snow nail. I've seen some amazing artwork on Instagram and Facebook. There's some really talented nail artists out there. And YouTube. Who do I watch on YouTube? Kirsty Meakin, Charlotte Pilgrim, Kylie Werry, Sarah Burchett. They're all fab. Look how nice that glitter is. And then I go and plaster it in a nice thick coat of white. And if you're looking for some really good tutorials, you do pay for them, but they're not a lot of money. I know Katie Barnes, hers are fantastic. I've watched quite a few of hers. They are amazing. Kylie Werry does them. And I quite like her. She's a spade's a spade girl, and I like that. I decided that needed to be thicker because it needs to look like chunky snow. We had snow this week in parts of Coventry. I think we're going to have some more. Might even be a white Christmas. God, that hasn't happened for a while. And do you know what? We haven't had real snow. I mean, here we go, I'm old, but when I were a lass, it was thick snow. Snow drifts up the back door. So I am pouring directly onto that white gel uncured polish some clear acrylic. And I'm getting my little dotting tool. So you can see it's also why I top coated all of the nails, because pouring acrylic it would just stick to everything. So top coat it, get it out of the way. So I tried to go with my dotting tool and realised there's not enough acrylic powder in this. It's just going to refill the hole that I make. So I popped some more on, tapped it off. And some more. Remember, I put quite a thick coat of Nail Vanity's white on there. So that is crystal clear acrylic powder. Just folding that over so I don't get any dust anywhere. There we go, and I'm starting to draw my line. Bear with me. I do realise what I'm doing wrong, I promise. But I thought I'd leave it in because it might help you, you know. If you're doing these and you've never done them before, like I'd never done them before, until you try, you don't know, do you? So it's starting to come together now, and it's starting to come together because I've let, or I should have let, the acrylic powder sit in the gel a little before I started to attempt to make my design. In hindsight, perhaps I didn't need such a thick layer of gel, but the effect at the end is quite good. And then I swapped, because I'd got a tiny, very, very fine dotting tool the first time. So I swapped it for a slightly thicker one. It's still not doing what I want it to do. So I decide, well, before it sets or go funny, I'm going to get some basic outline in there. And this is why the snow didn't fit, because I slipped. And it's at this point I realise I need more acrylic in there. I can't believe I need more acrylic in there. So I'll pop some more in, then I think I'll stuff it. Just put it on all of it and it might get thicker, it might work better. And then I tap it off, although I nearly forgot to do that. So in future, I will paint my gel and I will give it 3 good coatings in clear acrylic before I even attempt any of this. But you see the difference that's made now. I was debating whether or not to put a footprint down there, but decided there wasn't really enough room and it would just confuse matters. So I'm going in and defining these letters a little better, because now the acrylic is in there, it's nice and thick, I can move it around and get a better result, so we can see what's underneath coming through. Having said that, I think I faffed far too much with what I put underneath, because although it's pretty, it's minimal. I didn't need to worry about that too much. There we go. Let it snow, and I've popped that in the lamp. Now, because it's got all that acrylic on and because it was a nice thick coat, I did double cure that. I don't know whether I needed to, it was just being safe. So I've got these stickers from Tinterweb, and I thought I'd have a look at these stickers. Thought I'd make my life a little bit easier, and I've never used stickers on a nail before, so this is an absolute first for me. What I will say is I've since got some more stickers from SBD London, and they're worlds apart. These are a lot thicker than the SBD London ones. The SBD London ones are beautifully thin, so they sit nicely on the nail. This frustrated me a little. I did get it right in the end, but it did frustrate me a little because it just wouldn't sit how I wanted it to. a little one there. They are quite cute though. But do have a look at SBD in London. They've got some lovely, and they've got some foils as well. I've also had some Nails foils arrive, which I will be trying in the next few days. I will let you know. And the last one. You know the saying, your nails are jewels, not tools? Watch. So I'll come in again and I top coat that. Now I just want to say massive thank you. I really appreciate you watching. I am new, so you know I'm not necessarily showing you perfection, but you know it's fun, isn't it? And I absolutely love doing this. I really do. There's the finished article. It didn't come out too badly, did it? Please pop me a like and a subscribe and a comment. I'd be so grateful. Happy Christmas, everyone. Bye.